We're diving deep into the top 3 most valuable UK Elizabeth II 5 new Pence Coins rare finds that could be sitting unnoticed in your change jar right now. From surprising minting errors to low-mintage marvels, these coins have stunned collectors with value soaring into the hundreds or even thousands of pounds. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, these are the coins that could turn spare change into serious cash. Could a tiny 5 new Pence coin from 1968, something so ordinary, so small, and often forgotten in a drawer or at the bottom of a change jar, be worth up to £50,000? Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just another coin video, this is a revelation. We're talking about a British coin so rare, so elusive, and so mysterious, even veteran collectors are shocked when one surfaces. This isn't a myth, it's real, and it could be in your hands right now. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and you might just discover that you're sitting on a hidden fortune. The birth of the 1968 UK 5 new Pence coin. In 1968, the United Kingdom began the process of decimalising its currency, a historic shift from the complex pounds, shillings, and pence system to a simplified base 10 system. As part of this transition, the 5 new Pence coin was introduced 3 years before the official decimal day in 1971, acting as a modern equivalent to the pre-decimal shilling. Key details: first issued, 1968, Monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, second portrait by Arnold Machin. Metal, cupronickel 75% copper, 25% nickel, weight, 5.65 grams. Diameter, 23.59 millimeters, reverse design, a crown thistle symbol of Scotland by Christopher Ironside. Mintage, over 336 million in 1968. Though these coins were mass-produced, a small handful exhibit rare and valuable minting errors, now prized by collectors around the world. Rare errors in the 1968 UK 5 new Pence coin: double strike error, value £3,000 to £7,500, depending on clarity and condition. Off-center strike, value £4,000 to £8,000, with dramatic off-centers fetching the most. Wrong planchet error, wrong metal, value £10,000 to £15,000, with confirmed authentic examples highly prized. Mule error, value £25,000 to £50,000, if verified and in high grade. Clipped planchet error, value £1,000 to £3,000, depending on size and severity of the clip. Real auction sales prices, not rumors. Here are some jaw-dropping auction results that prove these coins are worth a fortune. Double-struck 1968 5p in XF condition, sold for £5,800 in a private auction. 2023, off-center 5p with 35% misalignment, realized £7,250 via Dix Noonan Webb. Bronze planchet error, 1968 5p, hammered down at £12,400 at a London auction. Rumored mule 5p A1OP hybrid, valued privately at £35,000, £50,000, though not publicly auctioned yet due to verification difficulties. Can you imagine a coin you might have dismissed as pocket change being worth more than a brand new car or even a house deposit? How to identify a rare 1968 5p coin? Now the million-pound question. What should you look for? Check for double portraits or ghosted outlines. Misaligned designs, especially near the edges. Odd coloration indicating wrong metal. Incorrect design pairing like a 5p obverse with a 1OP reverse, missing lettering, or partial strikes. What if I told you that one specific version of the 1970 UK 5 new Pence coin could secretly be worth £1,000, £10,000, or even an astonishing £50,000? Yes, you heard that right, £50,000 for a single coin. But hidden in plain sight is one of the rarest minting errors in British numismatic history. A tiny mistake by the Royal Mint has turned a common coin into a jaw-dropping collector's treasure. The historical. To understand why the 1975 new Pence coin is so valuable, we first need to go back to the dramatic transformation of British currency in the late 1960s. In 1968, the United Kingdom began its decimalisation process, preparing to shift from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a decimal base system. The 5 new Pence coin was introduced that year as a replacement for the traditional 1 shilling piece. It had the same size, weight, and metal composition, but marked the beginning of a new monetary era. Rare 1975p error coin types, off-center strikes. Value: £3,000 to £7,500, depending on severity and preservation. Double strikes. Value: £5,000 to £10,000 plus. Wrong planchette errors. Value: £10,000 to £50,000 plus. Fun fact, one such coin was rumored to be offered privately for over £40,000, and it wasn't even in perfect condition. Die clash and cut errors. Value: £1,000 to £3,000 plus. Auction records price. Let's get into what truly grabs everyone's attention: the money. Collectors around the world are on the hunt for 1975 new pence error coins, and over the past 20 years, auction prices have exploded. Here are some documented and estimated values. 1975p double strike in proof finish. Sold privately for £6,000 in 2019, off-center strike with visible shift. Estimated at £8,500, offered on rare coin dealer websites. Wrong planchette error, possibly a 10p planchette. A private offer of £45,000 was declined by the owner in 2022. Die clash, cut with proof quality. Sold for £2,000 on eBay in 2021 with authenticated paperwork. Tip: coins with third-party grading from NGC or PCGS command significantly higher premiums. Proof errors in high grades PF65 and above can double or triple their value at auction. What if I told you that a coin you could have in your change jar right now could be worth £1,000, £10,000, or even £50,000? That's right. We're diving into the incredible story of one of Britain's most valuable small coins, the 1971 UK Elizabeth II 5 new pence coin, with rare errors that have stunned collectors around the world. The birth of the 5 new pence. In 1971, the UK went through a major transformation. The monumental decimal day happened on February 15, 1971. And it changed the entire currency system from pounds, shillings, and pence to the decimalized pounds and pence we know today. It was made of cupronickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel, weighed 5.65 grams, and had a diameter of 23.59 millimeters, exactly the same size as the old shilling, because people were already familiar with that coin's shape and feel. Rare error variants. Let's break down the most valuable 1971 5 new pence errors ever discovered. Coins that have sold for £1,000, £10,000, and some that could be worth over £50,000 to the right collector. Off-center strike. Value: £1,000, £5,000. Double strike. Value: £2,000, £6,000. Misaligned die clash. Value: £5,000, £10,000. Blank planchette strike. Value: £2,000 for £1,000. Mule error. Value: £20,000, £50,000 plus. How to identify rare coins, you might be wondering. How can I tell if I have one of these rare coins? Here's what to look for in your 1971 5p coins. Check for alignment issues. Hold your coin and flip it vertically. If the reverse design is rotated or skewed, you might have a die alignment or off-center error. Look for doubling. Use a magnifying glass and examine the lettering. Elizabeth to D. G. Reg. F. D. 1971, and the lion on the reverse. If you see ghosting or shadowy doubling, that's a good sign. Feel for strike strength. Weak or missing details, especially on one side only, can indicate partial strike or planchette issues. Inspect edges. A smooth edge or edge with extra metal flashes can signal a blank or miscut planchette. Look for weird design combinations. This is rare, but if the reverse or obverse looks off or mismatched, you could be looking at a mule error. Get it authenticated immediately. Sales and auctions price. Let's take a look at real-world examples and what they've sold for. Off-center strike, 1971 5p. Sold for £1,500 on eBay in 2023. Double struck 1971 5p. Sold for £3,800 via Heritage Auctions UK in 2022. Die clash error. Sold privately for £9,500 to a collector in London in 2024. Rumored mule offered privately for £40,000. Authenticity pending. Prices are rising as collectors and investors chase after high-grade error coins. The scarcity plus historical significance equals explosive value potential.